Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most epic Vikings battles.
Not my brother. Never have been.
For this list, we're going over this series' most intense fights and skirmishes. Because many of these battles affect the plot, there will be spoilers ahead. If there's a huge fight from the show that we missed, let us know in the comments. Number 10. The Heathen Army vs. Aella. We might be bending the truth a little to call this a battle because it's an absolute slaughter. Although most of it doesn't even happen on screen, it's still satisfying.
Not such a great army after all, my Lord Bishop.
After King Aella has Ragnar executed, his sons rally every Norse king and army they can to come back for revenge. Aella arrives full of confidence, especially after seeing how apparently small the Heathen army is.
Can we not expect to dispose of these heathens quite easily?
That's why it's so rewarding to see his smug smile slip as more and more Vikings swell the hillside.
God help us.
I don't think he can.
Seeing all the sons of Ragnar and many major characters united and yelling Ragnar's name is pure hype. No force in the universe could have saved Aella from brutal revenge. Number 9. The Battle of the Seine. Following his first raid on Paris, Ragnar and several other Viking earls and kings return for another attack.
I hate my uncle. I want to kill him.
However, this time, Ragnar's brother Rollo is waiting, having joined the Franks. Rollo has constructed several forts along the river Seine. The original plan was for Ragnar and his allies to split their forces to attack from multiple points. But everything goes sideways once Rollo unveils a chain linking the two forts.
Stop!
He proceeds to set enemy ships on fire while hitting Lagertha's forces with crossbow bolts. It's a disastrous battle for the Vikings, but the spectacle is still excellent.
Cold is the ocean's spring. And your death is on its way.
Number 8. The Wessex Ambush. During Ragnar and King Horik's invasion of Wessex, the group is relaxing when they're suddenly ambushed. One of Horik's sons immediately loses his life. The Vikings are forced to form shield walls while their foes expend their arrows.
And if you fall, surely Odin will take you to Valhalla.
It's a short but ferocious skirmish that marks one of the few times that the English take the Vikings by surprise. This battle also marks Athelstan's first real fight. Although it may be small in the grand scheme of things, clever uses of tactics, such as the opening of the shield wall to trap the English soldiers, make it a memorable one.
Open! Open!
Number 7. The Siege of Kattegat. Ragnar's sons have fought amongst themselves plenty of times, but perhaps the most memorable bout is the one that sees Bjorn Ironside try to retake Kattegat from King Ivar. It's a massive two-pronged assault on the city, with Bjorn assaulting a gate held by Ivar, while Harald and Fitzurk attack elsewhere. There are siege weapons, wall climbing, and even a flamethrower of sorts. The initial assault sees Ivar victorious, as his mind proves a match for Bjorn's might when he traps his brother within the walls. However, those same walls are penetrated later when Ivar's wife betrays him and allows the attackers inside.
There is a secret way into the town. Ivar created it for his own escape. It's how I got out.
This battle marks the downfall of Ivar, his exile, and the rise of Bjorn as king of Kattegat. Number 6. Rescuing Queen Kwenthrith. Not every awesome battle in Vikings involves, well, Vikings.
Hold! Enemy to the front!
King Ecbert has plans for Mercia. In order to achieve his ends, he needs Queen Kwenthrith, who's being held hostage by rebels.
10 men to the gates! Attack! Go!
Prince Aethelwulf and a small group of soldiers are sent in to save her. While the bulk of the forces engage in a battle at the gate, Aethelwulf gets into an extended fight with a man sent to kill the queen. At the same time, Kwenthrith fights off the jailers that attempt to end her life and the life of her son. It's a desperate and exhausting fight for all involved that does a superb job of immersing you in the action.
What took you so long?
Number 5. The Battle of Flames. King Alfred and Ubbe made for an extremely dangerous team in the Battle of Martin.
Why is the ground burnt?
Ubbe comes up with a devious plan to use against the Vikings, selecting a burnt field for their battlefield. After it's set on fire, the Vikings are trapped by the flames with little hope of retreat. The battle is notable for important story beats, like the death of Bishop Hegmund and the disappearance of Lagertha. But what really makes it stand out is the striking imagery, beautiful music, and breathtaking cinematography. It's a pretty damn gorgeous battle. Number 4. Ubbe versus King Frodo. When another force of Vikings is set to attack Alfred's kingdom, Ubbe goes to negotiate. He's in favor of giving up land in exchange for loyalty. While 2 of 3 royals present at negotiations agree with the plan, King Frodo does not. In order to reach a decision, they engage in single combat.
This is a fight to the death.
The two are incredibly well matched. While Ubbe gets in a few early hits, both fighters soon become so injured they're barely able to walk. This fight is one of the most lengthy and well-choreographed one-on-one battles in the whole series. By the end of the bout, you'll be chanting Ubbe's name right along with the spectators. Number 3. The First Battle of York. 3 words. Ivar the Boneless. Okay, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. After Sons of Ragnar capture the town of York, the Saxons, led by Aethelwulf and Bishop Hegmund, attack. The first half of the battle sees the Saxons fall into various smoke-shrouded deadly traps. But when Ivar takes to the field, that's when things get crazy. After being knocked off his chariot, he intimidates the Saxons by proclaiming his name and yelling at them. The fact that Ivar spends the rest of the rainy battle laughing and shouting in deranged glee is both awesome and terrifying. The strategy, the atmosphere, and his sheer brutal charisma make this a fantastic clash. Number 2. The Naval Battle of Brothers.
May God be with us.
Undeterred by his defeat by Rollo on the Seine, Ragnar has his forces portage their boats around the forts. This leads to a battle on the water, with platforms attached to boats. Every major character present gets a moment to shine. The atmospheric and haunting music lends the battle a sense of weight, yet the highlight is the final confrontation between Ragnar and Rollo. The two brothers' last fight begins with swords, but soon devolves into a fistfight, as each beats the other within an inch of their lives. Neither one dies, but Ragnar is forced to retreat, and both they and the show are forever changed by the event.
Enough! Let them go!
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. The Battle of Wessex. Bjorn becomes Ironside, and Rollo is nearly killed. The Battle on the Beach. A short battle that perfectly illustrates Viking tactics.
Up into the overtime keel! Come with a heart of steel!
The Battle of Repton. The Sons of Ragnar defeat the son of Ecbert.
Save yourselves! Save yourselves!
The Second Battle of York. That hammer Viking is definitely going to Valhalla. Civil War. Lives are lost, visions are had, and Ivar rises to power. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Siege of Paris. The end of Season 3 sees Ragnar wage war in Paris. It is so amazing that we couldn't choose just one part of the massive battle. We had to include the whole thing. The opening engagement features huge siege towers assaulting the walls of the city in a spectacle that's equal to any film. Then there are the smaller attacks on the covered bridge, featuring a grisly spiked wheel used by the defenders. Finally, there's Ragnar's brilliant plan to fake his own demise and infiltrate the city in his own coffin. Not only do most of the characters get standout moments, but the siege is also crucial to the story. In terms of scale and scope, Vikings has never been more epic.
I win.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.